I'd like to call the meeting to order. If we could have a moment of silence, please. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, a public notice of this meeting has been sent to board members, all district schools, the Herald News, the Trends, the Record, the Messenger, West Milford Town Hall, the County Superintendent's Office, the Board Attorney, and Cablevision of Warwick, and posted on the district's website. Copies of the board meeting calendar resolution were provided to all local media, Town Hall, Township Library, and all district schools. Roll call, Mrs. Francisco?
Mr. Bailey? Mr. Seidowitz?
Here.
Mr. Drew?
Here.
Mrs. Dwyer? Here. Mr. Guarino?
Here.
Mrs. Fritz? Mr. Huber?
Here.
Mrs. O'Brien?
Here.
Mrs. Van Dyke?
Here. Okay, we're going to need a motion to go into executive session. Oh. Okay, we're going to need a motion to go into executive session.
I move that at 7:02 p.m. we go into executive session for the purpose of conducting an HIB parent appeal. The executive session minutes will not be released until such time as the privilege or confidentiality is no longer applicable.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
And corrected once and for all, the privilege of confidentiality. It's been or for like 6 months now.
I think or is correct.
Okay.
I think or is correct.
Privilege or confidentiality.
Because they can be both privileged or confidential.
Yeah, that was good. Dr. Anamone, your report, please.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the June meeting. We have this month to report our 2016-17 HIB grades from the New Jersey Department of Education. All 8 of our schools did wonderfully. The maximum score per school is a 78. West Milford High School earned a 70 out of 78. Aptua received a 75 out of 78. Massapin was a 70 out of 78. Maple Road was 77 out of 78. Marshall Hill was 71 out of 78. Paradise Knoll was 77 out of 78. Upper Greenwood Lake was 73. And Westbrook was 75. So these scores were sent to us by the Department of Ed. This form is on our website if anyone wants to take a look at it. But this is for last year, 16-17. It just takes a little while for the grades to come back to the district. So we're very proud of our staff, all in. And we're really focused on teaching and educating the whole child in all of our schools every day of the year. Monthly progress towards district goals. We are in the process right now of finishing our district goals for 17-18, and at the same time looking at our 18-19 action plan for the district goals for next school year. We have some meetings set up over the summer. One of the first things we're going to look at is our scheduling students at Macfin in the high school. What we're looking to do in the long term is increase the number of students in our higher level classes, whether it be an advanced placement or honors level. And we're looking to reduce the number of students in our lower level or lowest level classes in our core subjects. So that's going to be our first point of order for our summer meetings administratively. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Novak?
Good evening, thank you. I just was going to provide a little overview of some of our summer committees. We have some of our traditional committees on there, and we also have some new ones. So I'm just going to briefly go through some of the things we have on deck for the summer. Is this on?
Doesn't sound like it.
I'll talk about it. Once again, we have hours for our Educational Technology Committee. I've spoken about them quite a bit over the years. Who really is the lifeblood for a lot of the initiatives that we have in our technology program, as well as our digital citizenship night. This summer, they are going to be tackling the task of looking at Common Sense Media, which is a resource that we've used quite a bit for our digital citizenship lessons. We have taken the steps over the last 3 years by implementing their digital citizenship curriculum throughout our pre-K through 12 program. And we have, worked towards a lot of the values that they promote. So this summer, we have a committee together who's going to look into becoming a Common Sense Media Certified School District. So that's a process that we're going to investigate this summer with that committee. So it's very exciting. Something we've talked about since we started doing digital citizenship. Now we're just taking a look at it and going to make that, take that next step, hopefully. Once again, we have our Classroom Mindfulness Committee. This committee is something that we've done the last 2 years. They've worked primarily in our elementary school settings the last 2 years. This year, you can see we've added Serena Loray, who is our representative from the high school. So we're looking to take a look at this K-12. We are looking at those classrooms and areas where we have flexible seating. We're looking at how the regular classroom teacher, not just our counselors, can address anxiety and test anxiety and those types of things. So we're excited about the work that they can do. Our mentoring committee will be meeting once again. Mentoring committee has been fantastic for taking a look at our program for our new staff induction, as well as training our mentors for our new teachers. So throughout the state and throughout the school district, our district, we hire new staff and we assign existing veterans, experts in their field, to mentor our new staff members. So what we've been able to do starting last year is we provide them a pretty significant training prior to them working with the new staff members, so they get to go through the ropes of being a mentor and that sort of thing. So we had great success with that this year. We just most recently had our culminating event for our first year teachers, which is at the end of kind of a little potluck. We call it the principal roundtable, where our new staff will come. They sit in groups with our administrators, and they discuss their first year, and they get to have a nice sharing and opening of this is how their experience was, and we kind of get our feedback from them after a year of being through our program. So that's given us a lot of information for how we utilize our new staff induction going forward. The other committee I want to point out, so we have a wide range of character education committees. It's the first time we've had summer committees for work in all of our schools. The board recently adopted the wellness and the well-being goal. Sorry, I can't quote our goal right now. This committee is going to look at. They are going to be taking a look at our Project Adventure program that we have in place and looking at those connections with social emotional learning and the lessons that go with that, as well as looking at the district big picture. We've got a lot of great initiatives that are going on from school to school, and the goal of having these committees in place for each school is to look at what's going on well in this school and see if we can replicate it in all of them. So a little unifying of the things that we do. One of those, for example, we have a couple schools that have the Buddy Bench initiative going on in the elementary school playgrounds. That's something we're looking to make a district initiative. So that's just a small example of what these summer hours are going to be for these committees.
Okay, yeah.
Elementary, sorry, question?
I'm sorry, Mr. Novak, the past several years, we've talked about a grading committee, and sometimes we get a report about it, sometimes we don't. I'd like to know the progress on that. I would also want to know what direction we're taking to move into a blue ribbon direction. I mean, the character education is wonderful, the digital citizenship is wonderful, but, we started talking about the importance of the academics too, and what are we doing for that?
Well, we do have the secondary grading committee is meeting this summer to finalize some of the work that we've done over the last year and a half. We have some new leadership, as you know, in the high school. We have some changes to some things that we thought in terms of, we were investigating the different types of schedules at the high school, et cetera. So those are things that play into the work that we're doing with the secondary grading committee. In terms of a blue ribbon committee, that's not something that was in place yet. I'll bring that up
Yeah, because
in ed committee. I'll talk specifically to that, because it is something that we,
Principal Matlos had started that, and then we never heard of it again. So I don't know if he started it for Green Lake or the high school, but,
right, so so I'll bring it up at ed committee. There was some investigation in that process, so I'll inform the committee about that.
okay, thank you.
Good.
Elementary homework committee, we had our most successful parent survey to date was the homework committee, homework survey that went out about a month ago. We had about 600 responses in about a 2-week period, which doubles the feedback we've had in any previous surveys. So we're excited to get working on that. We're taking the feedback from that parent survey. We're going to have a good discussion, and we will come out of that meeting with a policy revision and set of guidelines for our K-6 elementary homework process going forward. We have our reading specialists are going to meet again. They meet to review all of the many ELA initiatives we have, especially in our elementary schools, with the frontal reading assessment. They take a look at patterns. We have evolved from not just looking at patterns in student reading levels, but also looking at how we are grouping our students. So we are looking to see how they're grouping small groups of kids in the classrooms and identifying those needs. So the reading specialists do a great job when they get together, so we always like to encourage that. ELA Handbook Committee, they're going to be taking some of the initiatives that we've taken in place with Readers and Writers Workshop. We're going into year 3 of our 5-year plan for that particular training with balanced literacy. And the hope from this committee is that we'll put together a handbook that, we can hand to our new staff, our current staff. These are the expectations that we have throughout our program with writing portfolio. Again, something that will support the board's goal with board and district goal for our writing across the curriculum. This is something that supports that, because it, ties in directly what we need to expect in all of our schools, not just one school or the next. So it's a good practice. The last two to point out is the Mathematics Placement Matrix Committee. This is a new group that's going to be getting together. We have